Hello, 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 beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of You and Me and Her. When last we left off, Aoi was not feeling well, for the most part, but we took her back to the manga cafe where she wanted to go, and she actually seemed to be feeling okay at that point, although did leave us with some vaguely ominous words, and Miyuki was upset about something and told us she'll talk to us later. Also, I've noticed sitting here on this screen for a couple of minutes, I don't typically notice because usually when I sit, I take my headphones off, go get some water or something like that. But I sat here just waiting for a minute and reading something on my phone, as I typically do between episodes, to let myself gather my thoughts. And, well, as on the title screen and on a few other silent, quote-unquote, scenes that have been in this visual novel, there is a very low undertone of noise, very slight, something that's typically used in audio and music to impart a slight sense, a almost subconscious sense of discomfort or dread. And I find that interesting, and I would like to reiterate the fact that this sound, I don't know if it's loud enough to actually be heard on the recording, so let me be quiet for just a moment. There. If it wasn't picked up, I apologize. With settings, I have no idea how things are going to sound. How subtle things like that sound anyway. But yeah, it's used on the title screen, and as I mentioned, it's used pretty frequently by I guess audio engineers. I can't remember the correct term because I don't know if that's 100% right, but it's used by people that, I guess it actually technically is audio engineers, to make, and musicians. I've used it before in music to impart a sense of dread and discomfort, and again, just something to take note of. Anyway. Disgusting. If I had the time, I'd record Snake saying that from Metal Gear Solid 3. Whatever. The empty can clinks as I set it on the ground. It's been a while since the last time I ate lunch alone up here. Croquettes and a yakisoba sub. The delicious taste of garbage. Days like these make me realize how much I've been taking Miyuki's home cooking for granted. I'd vaguely hoped those days would last forever. But our friendship is all fucked up. Ever since that day. The day she confessed her love to me right here on the roof beneath the setting sun. That was the moment it all began. She'd meant every word of it. She kept those feelings locked away in her heart all this time. Somewhere, deep down, I knew. And yet, I let myself get close to her anyway, even though I knew it would only end in misery. Just then, my pocket vibrates. I quickly whip out my phone, and even though I know there's no chance Aoi's phone has service, the email is from Miyuki. I need to talk to you. Please come by the batting cages tonight. I swear there's also I'm not sure exactly what it is. It sounds similar to a metal bat hitting a ball in the distance, but it also sounds like a mostly empty can, like one of the thicker cans. I can't remember what they sell in, but one of the slightly thicker metal than your generic soda can that's mostly but not quite empty and setting it on concrete. So yeah, I don't know. And please come by the batting cages tonight. It's important. There's going to be a kiss. I can't get her lips out of my head. Should I just kiss her like Aoi wants me to? Should I actually try to make her mine? The night of the play, all those late nights of rehearsal have paid off, Miyuki practically dances across the stage, bat in hand, flaunting her skills. Her stunning talent makes her more than worthy of the lead role. All eyes are glued to her. She barely needs to lift a finger, and the audience laughs, cries, and gasps right along with her. With Miyuki in the spotlight, the tension builds, drawing the entire auditorium into her magnetic pull. Then, at last, the climactic moment. Miyuki swings her bat and hits a home run. The crowd roars in delight. With all her troubles safely behind her, she embraces the romantic lead. Their lips draw close, but I know the truth. Just as she's about to sacrifice her first kiss in order to make the play a roaring success, she'll be trembling in fear. Hold it. What the? Is that Shinichi? No way, we're in the middle of a performance. Who cares? Come on. Huh? Sorry for ruining the play, but I'm done lying about how I feel. God, I would love to call him a dork, but his words are much more appropriate. God, I'm so full of myself. Pathetic. I curse myself for my stupid fantasy. I would ruin the whole play. I just caused trouble for Miyuki with my selfish desire to keep her from kissing any other guy. And from my own experience doing tech theater, I never acted, I never cared to. Plays aren't just a single showing. It's like, yeah, it's the whole, oh, you're going to ruin the play. You ruin the first night. Well, you probably ruin the others if you doesn't come back. But it was usually, whenever I was in high school, it was one performance Friday night, 2 performances Saturday, one in the early afternoon, one in the evening, or one in the morning, one in the evening, depending on the length of the play. And then 2 Sunday, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. The one in the evening being the cheapest, and if you were in theater, you would get extra points, extra credit and shit for going and helping and cleaning up. So it wouldn't just be one performance. It wouldn't. And that's a weird thing in like media in general, I guess. And it's like, oh, we're going to do the whole thing. It's the big play. And they practice it to death beforehand because that's how you practice plays. And then it gets to the big day, and it's like, oh, I'm so nervous, which is acceptable and understandable. And it's like, oh, it's the big play, it's the big performance. Everybody that I ever went to high school with and took theater with, and I don't know about college, and I don't know about middle school or elementary school. I was never involved in plays in any of that. But it was never just one performance. It was at least one Friday, one Saturday, and one Sunday. At least, if not 2 Saturday, 2 Sundays. So whatever. Actually, no, I take that back. It was 1 Friday, 2 Saturday, and then 1 Sunday, and then after an afternoon performance on Sunday, then it was cleanup. Yeah, that's what it was. It was not 2 Sunday. Yeah, seriously. So there's at least going to be 2. Whatever. I will get off my high horse. For now. I just caused trouble for Miyuki with my selfish desire to keep her from kissing any other guys. I'd be the dead weight that keeps her dragged down. After all, I'm just a nobody. I'm not some Prince Charming who can wake her with a kiss. That was a dumb story anyway. Though I haven't actually read the Grimm story, so I'm going to guess it's a whole lot more depressing. Shinichi, want to swing by the arcade? Take a drink. Sorry, I already have other plans. Oh, okay. See ya. As soon as class lets out, I grab my things and jump to my feet. Aoi still hasn't been back to school. Did I make the wrong choice last night? I retrieve Eru from the roof, then head to the manga cafe. When I ask about Aoi, the employees instantly know exactly who I mean. They tell me she left the cafe early this morning and hasn't been back. According to them, she didn't look particularly sick. So, why hasn't she been coming to school? Well, why hasn't she been coming to school? She missed a day, so why didn't she come to school would be the more correct question, but whatever. Did she go back to her parents' house? Or is something else going on with her? No amount of theorizing is going to help me find the answer. I just don't know enough about her, simple as that. Back at home, after I feed Eru dinner, I finally have time to catch my breath. I glance at the clock. It's nearly sundown. Miyuki never specified a meeting time beyond tonight, but she probably meant whenever it gets dark outside. I need to talk to you. I keep reading her email over and over. God, somebody just telling you I need to talk to you and then not telling you why, it's a horrifying feeling. It's very few senses of dread can ever come close to that, especially if it's a parent or a romantic partner. It's not quite as bad as a friend, but say your mother texts you, we need to talk, and doesn't say anything else, or your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or significant other or better half or insignificant other, whatever term you want to use, they just send you a message. I need to talk to you, or we need to talk, or there's something I need to tell you, or something like that. It does not feel good. I may be dense, but I'm not that dense. I disagree with that, but sure. I have a pretty good idea of exactly what she needs to talk about. The problem is, it'll mean upending our entire existing friendship. The minutes tick by. Storm clouds racing over. Whatever. I don't remember the lyrics of that song. I never remember the lyrics of that song. Again, I've mentioned this song many times in just about every series I've ever done. One of Us is the Killer by the Dillinger Escape Plan. Is she waiting for me at the batting cages right now? By now, I can picture her standing there alone, swinging her bat in silence. The mental image is enough to make me antsy. We should stay friends. That's what I've told myself all this time. And yet, I know, but what if... But... A chill runs down my spine. My body refuses to move. Maybe it's a door-to-door salesman or street fundraiser, in which case they'll probably give up after one try. However, the doorbell keeps ringing. It resounds inside my head, unending. Before I made up my mind, I'm already on my feet. As I approach the front door, however, I freeze. Maybe they'll leave after that last attempt. If somebody was ringing my doorbell like that, I'd smack the shit out of them. I fucking hate that. I hate that. So annoying. I start to reconsider. Is it over? I hold my breath and scan for any signs of life. Huh? Shinichi? You there? Aoi? Hastily I run to the front door and open it. Help me. Aoi tumbles over the threshold into my house, white as a sheet. Long loading screens are long. Anyway. Lost my phone. She collapses onto the couch. Her voice is little more than a tiny, feeble whisper. Without my phone, Aoi can't get transmissions from God. Aoi's memories won't be erased. Don't worry, it's gonna be alright. Just calm down, okay? But... Edu. With a little affection from her transceiver cat, Aoi seems to regain her composure. You just dropped it somewhere, yeah? I'll help you look for it. Trust me, we'll find it in no time. You mean it? Of course. Would I lie to you? Thanks so much. The thing is, I have plans tonight. Can it wait until after? For some reason, I can't bring myself to admit that I'm meeting up with Miyuki. I'll wrap it up real fast, then come straight back and... No. Aoi clings to my sleeve. That's an interesting look she's got on her face. Don't leave me, Shinichi. Aoi doesn't want to disappear. Aoi. Out of nowhere, I suddenly have a flashback of Miyuki as a kid. Of her old her, back when she didn't fit in. Back when all she had, or I was all she had. All at once, it clicks. I have no special talent. I suck at schoolwork, and I suck at sports. I'm the ultimate nobody. I know this better than anyone. And yet, I wanted to help her anyway. I wanted to be able to hold my head up high, knowing it was something I achieved all on my own. Maybe then I could learn to accept myself for who I am. You won't disappear. I'm going to help you. Shinichi, thank you. Something's come up. Sorry, but I'll be a little late. I know I owe her a proper explanation, but I just don't have time. Now that the email's on its way, it's time to ask Aoi for more details. Where did you lose it? No clue. Normally, whenever Aoi drops the phone, God's supposed to notice and start calling. That way Aoi will hear the ringtone. God actually calls you. But it didn't happen this time. Okay then, when was the last time you remember having it? Before you went to the batting cages, Aoi checked the time. Went missing sometime after that. When did you notice it was gone? This morning. Aoi's been searching and searching. The manga cafe, the batting cages, and on the roads in between. Well, that explains why she wasn't at school today. Now all that's left is your house. That makes sense, considering she came over last night. She spent most of the time playing with Eru, so it's highly possible she dropped it somewhere around here. Okay, let's retrace our steps. Last night, first, we warmed up the milk. A certain memory drifts through the back of my mind. The moment Miyuki told me to kiss her. And right now, she's waiting for me. Doo-doo. I'll worry about that later. Suppressing my emotions, I focus my energy on the search for Aoi's phone. It's nowhere to be found. Where the hell did it go? Is it even here, or is it lying in a ditch somewhere? Has someone else found it by now? Meow. It's okay, Aoi can keep looking. But you're not feeling good, right? I think you should rest, and Aoi will keep looking. Aoi has to keep looking. You knew it. She hasn't recovered at all. But she refuses to heed my advice either. I guess my only option is to hurry up and find her phone. Wait. Phone. Hey, Aoi, I'll be right back. I dash up the stairs to my room. I still have the phone I borrowed from Yutaro. And that visual novel helped me track down Aoi's location a few days ago. At the time, I thought Aoi was just imitating what she played. But what if the game is actually predicting events that will happen in real life? I know, it must have sounded like I have one awful case of gamer brain. But it's all I have to go on right now. It's at least worth a try. I power on the phone and load the game. My save file picks up back at the scene where Aoi is cradling a kitten in the gym. I promptly hit the skip button. No, I don't. The other scenes fly past and fast forward. I don't think I've ever actually played a visual novel that if you hit the skip button on scenes that you've not read, it will skip through them. Though I could be wrong, and it just could be that I've never tried. On and on and on. It's no use. I look back at Aoi clutching the wall, desperate to keep herself upright. This event isn't in the game script. There's a glitch in the universe. Oh, whoa, Aoi, you okay? My battery is dying. One single CG isn't enough. What are you babbling about? Hold on, I'll call an ambulance. This isn't a normal disease. Without my phone, Aoi can't save the game. God has abandoned me. This is it. It's all over. It's not over. If your God won't help you, then I will. You don't get to decide when it's all over. I mean, what are friends for? Friends? We're friends? Damn right. Aoi stares at the ground for a while and murmurs inaudibly to herself like she's savoring the concept. Then she looks up directly into my eyes. It's cold. Oh, right. We should wipe that sweat off your face. Be right back. I can't keep turning a blind eye to her condition. There's gotta be some way I can get her to a doctor. But I'm gonna need help. Times like these, there's only one person I know I can count on. Hey man, how's your night going? Wait, don't tell me. Did you find a new artifact of male Sorry, but I'm in a bad spot right now. Aoi's not doing so great. Muko? What's going on? I can't really explain, but I need your help. Where should I meet you? My place. Is that cool? But of course, it's my job as your captain to lend a hand in a time of need. Thanks, I really owe you one. Just leave it to me. Just like that, Yutaro agreed to help me, no questions asked. He can be downright obnoxious at times, but he always comes through when it matters most, and that's why I love him. So, now that help is on the way, what next? I grab a washcloth and return to my room. I'm back. Hi. I immediately avert my gaze. Aoi is stripped off her top, revealing her porcelain skin. Wipe me down. Please. Okay. With my eyes still averted, I walk up to her. I can hear her labored breathing. And I can feel my gaze being pulled in like a magnet. Fighting the impulse to look, I gently extend the washcloth. Okay, here I go. Sorry, Miyuki. Did you say something? Shinichi, look at me. Look at me. I can hear desperation in her voice. Quietly, I do as she requests. Her bare skin is dripping with sweat. Her shoulders are shaking, and I can see the swell of her small, shapely breasts. Yay, more editing. Or censoring, I guess. Or both, technically. Touch me. Wait, touch you? Aoi's battery is dying. Not enough Zappy. Aoi's made to collect event CGs. I need some water. Without them, Aoi's battery will die. And then Aoi will disappear forever. 2 words came to mind. Gamer brain. But I shake the thought away. Aoi's feelings are real. And she's suffering. Aoi doesn't want to disappear. Not after meeting you. Please don't take my memories away from me. We don't have to be more than friends. Please, just recharge me with your Zappy. Oh, would you look at that? The choice. And the end of the episode. I think I get to have fun, and fun, quote unquote, to start and end, or end then start, I guess, technically, if you want to get the order correct, with having to edit nudity. So that's fun. But, well, not but, breasts in this case. Haha! dangly parts. Anyway, that's for next time. What's going to happen? We have a choice. We have a choice. Will we get zappy or will we not get zappy? Well, find out the answer to that and more next time on You and Me and Her. I hope to see you all there.